I hope you guys ready for another important idea, especially for beginner and intermediates, friends. Yeah, it's the open files in the middle endgame in this particular chapter today. You need points of entry to attack your opponents, and ideally, you should be moving your rooks on the semi-open files or open files, even better because you need to get access first, if possible, attacking more stuff from the other person. So in this position here, you've got the rook on the E file. Now, in order for you to gain access and ideally getting the rook over to E2 so you can attack C2 and you can hit the B2 and stuff, you need to make sure that the bishop is not present on E5. And it's very easy to send them away. And probably you've noticed now that if you just push the f7 to f6, you're playing a forcing move. White has to move the bishop away. And when they move away, now finally you get your entry point into attacking your opponent in their half territory. And now you're marching very nicely over to e2, attacking c2. And black is absolutely, most definitely doing better here. You have an active rook. Your opponent will have to use the rook to defend, but you are doing the attacking. So we're going to go to the next tutorial here. Now, you have two open files for your rook, my friends. You've got the black rook on the f8 square now, and you may notice there is an h file open, and there is the c file open. There is no pawn on those files. Now, which one do you think is the column that actually would give you the chance to attacking more? Squares, pieces, and such. Obviously, you will notice if you go on the H file, you can't really make a rook lift meaningfully to hitting something, whereas the C file, it's absolutely promising. You got a C3, you got a C1, you got this guy here alone, and you will be attacking it. So you're going to put it very nicely on the C file. Whatever they try to do, they're not going to be able to make it on time because you're going to play something like rook C3 and you're already targeting, for instance, the A3. If you had played just C1 here, I reckon White King just moved on E2 and it's not going to work out that efficiently, whereas C3 directly, it is definitely something to grab now from your opponent. And even if they try something like D3, D4, remember, don't get excessively greedy and never stay stuck in your initial plan. Your initial plan may need very well readjustment on every single turn. Do not ever ignore your opponent's last moves. Always have a look and ask yourself, how do I incorporate their move? Now, you're not going to be dropping your rook, right? So you're going to take on g3. They're going to take, but alas, now you got the knight that will be ravaging here, taken on e4, attacking g3, and it's looking so good for black here, which is winning. Next tutorial, my chess friends. What are we doing here? Well, we already got a rook that hits another rook. So if we trade now, the other rook is going to take. Not a big deal. Then I can't get my rook on the C because they've claimed it already. So you don't have to go blind and just trade rooks because you can. Just ask yourself, do you still have control over to the C file now? Because you do dispute the C file with your opponent. But there is a tiny little tweak here. And if you notice, you got a bishop on B4. If this guy were to play something like D2, attacking the rook and attacking e3, you notice that actually you're adding more aggression here and you're going to be claiming the C file for yourself. Because if you say, now wait a minute, but what if they don't take and they move over to D1 or something? Well, you always have the rook C2, which is splendid here. Right, so you got the rook C2 attacks the bishop with tempo. Okay, so you got a lot of good stuff happening here. Even now you can play the rook because king can't really attack you. They can't really attack you because you're going to take on b2 and practically the game is just simply over. And now you've got a superb tactic, simple yet highly efficient. You're going to go with bishop c3, discover check on the king. King needs to move out of check. There's nothing for them to block with. And when they move, now you're going to win yourself a full piece. Thank you very much. Rook takes b2. Either rook takes or not, it is irrelevant because black is winning here due to more material. Takes and takes. That's easy peasy now. Very easy game. Your rook is so powerful and you're going to grab the pawns on the second rank. So this is just a win for black. So we're not going to deepen now these little details. I hope it's clear for you guys. So now let's figure out now where does the black rook on the A file currently would like to relocate itself to gain control over an open file and points of entry to further attacking white here. So you notice if you go over to D, not a big deal. They'll just be playing their rook. You're not going to do nothing, you know. But rook on C, I'm liking this very much because I already got a bishop here really dominating. And that bishop is just going to support your rook on C2. And they can't play rook AC1 because you're just going to take it immediately. All right, so that's just fabulous. Yeah, they play here, but who cares, guys? Who cares? You're going to play rook C2, queen's being hit. B2 is being hit. What is not to like about this one? You are winning with black. You're doing better than your opponent. Let's have a look at this position here. What are we supposed to do? Well, there is only one open file, but you must claim it. And if you tell me, yeah, but you know, I'm playing rook F, so what? They're going to be playing rook F2. What's the big deal here? There is a big deal because there is another subtlety, and you should be taken advantage of, and that is namely H4 being played, checking the king. If the king runs away, you're going to get the rook for free. If the king takes the pawn, apologies. So if they play this, you're going to, you're going to play rook F8, rook F2. You're going to check. Even if they take your bishop, you're going to take the rook. That's what I meant. And if they move away, you're going to take the rook. Not a problemo. Very nice, very easy, and highly efficient. Excellent stuff. Now, let's have a look here. Two open files for white. D and A files available for white here. Leave the lights on, sweetie. Thank you. Now, if you go over to the D file, it's not that great because the black king will be playing probably E7. You can't really go and attack very successfully. Even if you go here, they're going to go here. I don't know. It's not that much of a freedom to attacking. Whereas A, I think, offers more chances to attack, either on the 7th rank, limiting the king, or going to the 6th rank, putting pressure on this guy here. So definitely some of the files, some of the open files in the end are more promising in their attacking opportunities than other files. So now we're going to be moving to another scenario, and let's figure out what to do with this rook here, because I'm absolutely loving. Just imagine, ask yourself tactically, where would you envisage having the white rook for maximum impact on attacking the black king? And you're going to notice if you were to lift the rook and just drop it on b7 would be ideal, right? Would be ideal, especially colluding with the queen here. It's absolutely deadly. So let's do it step by step. Practically, you're going to play rook to b1. And if you're telling me, well, but that's, well, so what? They're going to be playing probably rook c8 and rook c7. They kind of cannot. They kind of cannot. It's already game over because rook b7. And if they dare to blocking the check with their rook, oops, you got queen g8. Don't forget, you got more resources into action. So this is devastating. White is just simply winning. And another scenario here, guys. What do we do? Now, if I capture, they capture. And if I play D, they're going to take, I'm going to take. I don't know. It may be very well ending up in a draw, but I want to win. Let me just see if I can use other resources available for me. There's definitely one guy here that can make a huge difference. I'm going to play bishop to c4. I'm going to put the question to this rook here, and that is just phenomenal because if they move the rook up and down, obviously huge blunder because my rook is going to take this one immediately. So they have to take my rook. I am going to capture this guy back here, and the rook still has to play. They can't go here because I'm taking it. And if they go and see, you know, you got to think yourself, can I play something like this? You can definitely play because there is no pin, even if they play rook to d2. Your rook is defended, so you really do not have a big problem here. So let me just go with a couple of others. So let's say they be playing this one. Can I play bishop to d3? I can definitely do that. I'm attacking the rook. I'm attacking here. And if they play something like this, well, maintain the rook on the d file here, and black is simply doing better in this position here. You've got no issue. Probably rook to d6. Probably you're going to be marching with this guy up the board here. Definitely way better position here. It's for black. So guys, remember the open files. Claim the open files in the end game, and you should be gaining your entry point for attacking the opponent on the 6th, 7th rank, or respectively, first or second rank if you're playing with the black pieces. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I'll see you soon. Perhaps I'll see you on my live streams as well, so you may just very well join them and we can discuss more stuff together. Thank you. See you soon.